Hey there, tricks and hoes! It's come to my attention that there's a lot of discussion if Jesse is going to continue doing weekly reviews anymore since he's playing other games. Well, let me just say, just cause you've been with one game forever doesn't mean you can't play the field every now and then, if you know what I mean.
Shazbot, are you subtly telling my fans they should cheat on their significant others?
I'm just trying to help you out, my fine feathered friend.
Oh, well in that case, ladies, before you go looking to me for forbidden love, and you most likely will, be sure to ask yourself, what did we learn this week? Number 1, patch 4.2 is going to bring us all new level 85 Outland instances. Just call it a hunch. This week, the forums were all abuzz about the big news of a 4.1 PTR, and its new information, we will be seeing high-level versions of ZA and ZG. Now, you can either go one of two ways on this. Hooray for new content, or hooray for reused content! I, for one, am of the camp that it's cool that they're updating the old dungeons, and I love the ideas they have of adding new drops and new pets, and maybe I can finally get that damn raptor mount, huh? But at the same time, I understand the fans' desire for something new and fresh, and it seems like a lot of what they're doing lately is just rehashing old stuff, which can get people who have been here for a long time kinda peeved. Which brings us to numero dos. I have never been so embarrassed for a boss in all my years. So this past week, Ragnaros got upgraded to a boss with leg status. I mean, look! There are no words for how bad of a decision I think this was. I am 100% sure this had to do with boss mechanics or graphical limitations or something else along those lines, but changing a boss that we fought 2 times now into something that looks like a bad guy you'd see on Teen Titans is just a bad idea. He's the elemental lord of fire, for God's sakes. He should be swirling with fire, just fire shooting off him. And he has these little stubby ass feet. This is one I am willing to say they got right the first time and should not have changed. Actually, I'm starting to become worried that they have hired George Lucas on as a consultant. What about if we change all the swords to walkie-talkies? Number 3, Old Ironforge is back. Legally this time. Well, now you can officially visit Old Ironforge without wall hacking or paying off the guards, and you can go down there and see stuff. For what purpose? I don't have a clue. I guess to see some lore stuff, but other than that, I don't know why. And finally, people are just so damn impatient. Now, I am well aware that some of my boss guides took a little bit longer than the others, and some, Nefarian, aren't even out yet. The problem here is that rather than just spout off random nonsense about how to kill a boss over a video of a kill, or worse, not even killing the boss and telling you how to kill it, yeah, I'd rather make a video that actually helps you. If you have a problem with this and you want to hound me to get my videos out faster, or you just like trolling me and saying like, this was out 2 months ago, loser, I can direct you to plenty of crappy strat videos. So when it comes to doing 4.1 raid content on the PTR and you see a flurry of I had it first and you want to go look and oh my god, this is the greatest strategy ever, when you wipe because it doesn't teach you anything, you can come back to me and actually learn how to do the boss fight right. And of course, because now you got me worked up, it's time for some epic trash. The first thing here is a shining moment in my raiding life. At least my guild knows what's up when it comes to acknowledging my momentary awesomeness. This is actually probably a once-in-a-lifetime thing. I will never ever beat Adrian again in heals, but you know what? Sometimes it happens. It's a miracle. It's a freaking miracle. So yeah, we ended up in that crappy underwater dungeon again, and because it is so bad that people keep ditching instantly when they find out that they get it, we were without a tank. So we called the only tank we knew. Hey, we figured it might work.
Oh dear, my P34 modulator tells me it's time for trash.
This right here should have been included last week, but I just forgot. And all I have to say is, WTF. Did they really just change one of the most iconic weapons in the game to an ugly-ass mace? Sometimes I wonder, Blizz. Sometimes I wonder. So yeah, this week we spent a ton of time learning heroic fights, and I forgot how much I hate them. It's amazing how the slightest change in a bit more XP can just completely destroy your raid. We just wiped so many times. I don't even want to think about it. Because it's time for review responses! Oh ha ha who says, Jesse, we need a full version of Garash's Paradox. Ayos hyper! Well, it's on the way, home skillet, plus in the form of an epic music video done by one of the best machinimators I know. He's gonna be badass. Into the replies, vote to replace Blizzard's entire staff with a 200-armed Jesse Cox. Well, first off, 200 arms would be freaking awesome. Secondly, here's how that would work if this happened. You'd have the best thought out, most amazingly conceived, fan-oriented MMO in history, and no ability to produce the actual product whatsoever. But hey, if you come to our con, we'll have like 15 to 20 booths set up, all telling you exactly what geek is. Stefan Atotub says, Dead Minds. Whenever I see the loading screen, I Alt F4. Hey, that's how you get a higher frame rate in Rift. Anyway, he says, I hate this instance so much. You, my friend, are not the only one. Every time I random, I end up having to wait because at least 2 people ditch instantly upon seeing it's the dungeon that we got. This, Grim Batal, the underwater one, whatever the hell that place is called, and the Halls of Origination are just like the kiss of death on a 5-man. And I'm gonna toss blame around equally on this, cause Blizz told us we were never gonna have Blackrock depth-long dungeons again. And for a while they were right, and eventually dungeons became so short they were kind of a joke. Then I think they pulled up from the nosedive of easy dungeons, but now we're so spoiled that as a fan base, we can't handle doing stuff that would be completely acceptable in Burning Crusade. I guess all around, it's just one massive failure of the week. Just watch. So yeah, I pressed record to record a guildie who was falling to his death over and over and over again on the elevator, and because irony is my best friend, I fell instead. That damn elevator, I swear to God, it's like elevator 100, Goodfellas 0. Anyway, for attempting to call out the stupidity of a guild member, but yourself once again failing to conquer the feared inanimate object, you, Jesse Cox, receive Fair of the Week! Anyway, that's it guys, thanks for watching, thumbs up, subscribe, and, as always, to be continued.